The problem with fat girls is that they are so angry. So you might bone a fat girl, but you'll marry a skinny one. She doesn't even have a side of the bed. She has a corner. She doesn't take up too much space, so it's a lot easier to own her. The problem with fat girls is that they are so angry. And maybe it's got nothing to do with categorizing girls as fat and pretty. But thin girls are nice, and they look so nice on your arm. Instead of walking on her own 2 feet, you can carry her like a purse. You're the bracelet, she's the charm. The problem with fat girls is that they are so angry and loud. Have you ever heard a fat girl walk into the room? Their thighs touch, and they rub together, creating the heat that sparks the fire of a revolution. Every time her feet touch the ground, the pounds settle like a scream, and you all turn around and look. And you think it's a skinny girl trying to get out, but in fact, it's the skinny girl she's trying to keep in. The skinny girl that enters the room like the wind and gracefully takes her place in her designated space. But a fat girl has no space. She decides where and when and how she's going to take up space. She's going to take up space. The problem with fat girls is that they are so damn angry. Because you keep saying society is a mirror, but society is not her reflection. Society is a projection of ages and ages of male-dominated oppression, of shoving women in cages so you may place us where you please. She's in tiny, dark, cramped spaces, but a fat girl has the key. She's decided to grow out. She has decided to speak up. Her roles jiggle with a shout while you're stuck in a bout of anxiety, wondering, trying to figure out how it got so far out of your control and where you're going to put her now. A fat girl is angry. Because every time she hears you obsessing over the inches of her waist, she hears, "Woman, how dare you take up space?" Yes, she's fat. Yes, she's wide. Too wide for your narrow mind. Too wide to hide behind the overbearing shadow of a patriarchal reprise. Too wide to fall into the cracks of a fragile male ego. Too heavy to be a balloon that goes wherever the wind blows. She stepped onto the scale and she broke the status quo. She's too fat, too thick, too wide, too heavy, too angry to be denied the pride she's been able to find in daring to take up space.